moments away in Pittsburgh. Get ready for Dodger baseball. Next on the show. Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the West-leading LA Dodgers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. To quote the best in the business, it's time for Dodger baseball. Hi everybody, Matt Vasgersian here with you. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, and you look at the numbers on these two guys we're going to see here today. Both of these starters coming off of a no decision in their last outing, so both will be looking to get back into the win column here.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers, as the skipper Don Mattingly will line his guys up this way. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. And a look now at how the Pirates line up on D behind him. Here's Carl Crawford stepping in as we're about ready to get things going. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
On the way. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Ready with the 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way. Grounded foul off to the left, so they'll do it again. Ready with another 2-2. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Justin Turner will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. First pitch coming. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Wow, he is just a mess out there right now. Already 2 wild pitches here in the first inning. He's looking like the nerves have really taken hold of him out there.
He's set, now the pitch. And this may get the runner to third as it's on the ground towards second base. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw to the plate, and the run will score as the Dodgers grab the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, what a great start to this series here in the first inning. On the road, you'd love to give your pitcher a little something to work with out there, and he's going to have a lead now before he even throws his first pitch.
Yasiel Puig will stand in as he'll enter play fourth in the National League batting race. Now here's the first pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. He waits. Now the pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Going to be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner will score from first.
Well, they are definitely not having any trouble seeing this guy so far. A second run's in to score on the double. It's 2-0 now already, and he's already putting his guys in catch-up mode here in the first inning.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in, and he's certainly a dangerous man up there, currently second in the National League in RBIs. Now here's the first pitch. Too low, 1-0. For Puig, he's in scoring position with double number 27 on the year. The 1-0 pitch. Line hard. Foul. Ready now on 1-1. And Adrian turns on one here, but this is going to find the seats foul down the right side. Here comes the 1-2. And this might advance the runner as it's on the ground to second. And the catch is made, one away.
And you know what? It's never too early in a ball game to play smart, fundamental baseball. You've got the leadoff man at second, so he's just shooting for the right side of the infield. And he's able to move him up 90 feet to third with just one away.
At the plate is Andre Ethier, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He enters here right at the 290 mark. 11 home runs and 34 driven in. He's ready. Now the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2 from the stretch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Yeah, and unless he was going on his own down there at third, they were using that contact play where you're told wherever and whenever the ball's hit, you're off and running. You're not even paying attention to what's going on. You've got to go. They love to play an aggressive style on the bases, and it gets them a run right there.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He may not throw a ton of change-ups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Grounded, foul. Here comes a 1-2. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. He'll try again. 1-2. Now a swing, and oh boy, ground balls have ruled the inning. A third straight right here. On to Hart at first, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Pirates nothing. A look there at the starting lineup for Clint Hurdle's Pittsburgh Pirates as they'll line up this way. They'll be opposed by a former All-Star, the hard-throwing left-hander Scott Kazmir. And behind him defensively, the Dodgers will line up like this. Getting ready now is Starling Marte to lead things off in the home half of inning number 1. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Man, he get flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figure if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Steve Lombardozzi will stand in, and we'll see what they've got him doing here after the bunt single to start things out. And he'll snap one over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Look over by Kazmir, now the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
They've already given their starter a 3-0 lead to work with here, so they're in good shape to maybe build on this recent run of good form.
Pause, now the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He just might be up there taking pitches, waiting for that base runner to go, but he's not going to be able to take any more.
Move the runner along.
He's ready now, the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Now the 1-2. Fouled straight back. Here's another 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, that was outside, but it's right where he wants that pitch to be. If you do take that thing, there's no guarantee that it won't be called strike 3.
2-2. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. And that's going to fall for a base hit.
Well, after giving up the big inning to start the ball game, looks like these guys want to get them right back. They've got back-to-back hits of their own here to start the bottom half.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike.
I don't think he's going to want to throw that pitch in that same location again ever in his life to this guy.
First and second here with nobody out. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a ground ball for Rollins. This could be two. Throw in time as he's called out on a very close play at second. Back to Gonzalez, but it's a bit too late, and they'll settle for just the one out.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just one on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
Pedro Alvarez will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. First pitch on the way. Running now is McCutchen. Pitches a cold strike. The throw not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
Sometimes in a situation like this, you wonder if the delayed steal might be on from third. And this time it wasn't, and the throw was not even close at second base.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a swing by Alvarez as he launches this one high and deep to right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he'll make it in as well. And they're on the board for the first time. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
Well, you can say one thing for sure. They are swinging it like they mean it. That's 3 hits already in the first inning, and this one goes for 2 bases. They're having no trouble at all seeing this guy so far.
Jordy Mercer will stand in now, hoping to turn things around as he's stuck in a bit of a cold spell these past 5 ball games. Here's the first pitch. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Ethier is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting 6, right fielder, John Palmeiro.
John Palmeiro will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away here. First offering on the way. And that's taken for strike 1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Comes set, now the pitch. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And that's in there, base hit. He'll come home with it. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 1 inning in the books here. Dodgers out in front, 3-2. Howie Kendrick leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
First pitch coming. And he gets ahead 0-1. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. A ball hit softly on a line to third. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Jimmy Rollins will dig in here. First pitch coming. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. And that's going to find its way into left. Back-to-back knocks have him going here to start the second.
Textbook start to the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this 1-run lead.
Scott Kazmir will stand in, and you can almost guarantee he'll be trying to move those runners here. first pitch to him. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
And that's exactly what you want out of your pitcher. No long at bat, get in, get it down, and get out of there. And on one pitch, he's able to get the job done.
Here's Carl Crawford now. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. McCutchen is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And this will go down as a sac fly and an RBI, as it's now a 4-2 game.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
Justin Turner will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Palmeiro is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. L.A.'s on top, 4-2. Corey Hart will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Looking out for the Pirates. First baseman, Corey Hart.
Here's the first offering. Good fastball there by Kazmir. 0-1. Now here it comes. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Here's the 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here he comes on 2-2. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time.
Here we go.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Tony Sanchez will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line. Now the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Here it comes. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now the pitch. Try to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
You can do it.
And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. One out, nobody on. The 1-2 with one away. Hit high and deep out to left field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen so far, but it's not the first hard hit ball, and it's looking like it might not be such a good night to be a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Brandon Compton. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. And the pitch. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike three called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
That's the way you want to see guys respond after giving up a home run. You know, some guys, they go into a shell, they hang their heads. Some guys get a little gun shy, they start to nibble at the corners. This guy, he gets teed off, and he comes right after the next guy in the lineup. If I'm a pitching coach, that's what I want to see.
Here's Starling Marte. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
The pitch. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He waited a pitch there before showing bunt. Sometimes that might back that third baseman up a step or two if he sees you're not bunting at the first pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch on the way. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More ahead from the North Shore right after this. Yasiel Puig will stand in now as he'll get us going in the top of inning number 3.
And we've yet to see a 0 on that scoreboard so far, so he'll be looking to get something started again.
Now the first pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Now, after a rough couple of innings, you'd like to give your guy a chance to straighten himself out here, but I also think you got to keep your options open in case he just doesn't have it.
Here comes the 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Boy, it's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Let's go, Pirates. All right, Pittsburgh. Let's go, Pittsburgh.
Now here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
He waits. Now the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. He's set. Now the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And Gonzalez is going to have himself a base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
At the plate is Andre Ethier. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one. From the stretch. Now he runs up and gets this one down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
I don't think you can ask for a whole lot more right here. You get back-to-back singles, then a good sacrifice, and just like that, they're set up for what could be a big inning.
Yasmani Grandal will step in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance to pad this lead a bit early on. First pitch coming. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate, but he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
Howie Kendrick will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Here's the first offering. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. He's set. Now the pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Has a look. Now the pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Lombardozzi has got it, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Pirates 3. Steve Lombardozzi will start out the inning here for the Pirates, to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck. First pitch on the way. And the first pitch here is pulled on the ground to third. And a good throw gets him, 1 gone.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
So 1 away in the inning now for the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen. And here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
And now a pitch on the way. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Come on!
Here's the pitch. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. The hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
In now is Pedro Alvarez. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Now the 2-0 home. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
2 out, nobody on. And now on 3-0, they won't even bother to nibble at the corners as they'll just go ahead and put him aboard here.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Jordy Mercer will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Chess match going on over there at first now as he steps off to stare him back. Now here's the first pitch. There's the good fastball from Kazmir. 0-1. Already 40 pitches now here in the first few innings.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, he's going to have to start pitching to contact a little bit more, or else he may not make it 5 innings.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to dunk in out there, a base hit.
Yeah, this one looked like one of EK's 4 irons. He just kind of shanks this thing right down the right field line, but he manages to drop it just inside the chalk line, and that's a thing of beauty.
Into the box now, John Palmero, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
From the belt, the pitch. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Jimmy Rollins.
And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. First offering on the way. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Yeah, and you don't have to look much further than that location right there to see why he's been struggling. That pitch is right down the middle to start this at-bat.
Now here's the pitch. And that's lifted in the air out toward left. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. The guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Scott Kazmir will dig in. No official at-bat yet as he delivered a sacrifice bunt in his first appearance. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Now the pitch. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike three called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Here's Carl Crawford now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Justin Turner will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. First pitch coming. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Dodgers leave 1, and it remains 5-3. Corey Hart will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
First baseman, Corey Hart.
First pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And he'll step off and try and reset. And he'll step off and try again. Now he'll step off. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
3-0 is on the way. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And that's what I call an intelligent at-bat. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls the strike zone. Got himself a leadoff walk.
Tony Sanchez. We'll see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1.
That's just another cut fastball, trying to work that thing back to the outside corner. But he's not getting that call right now, nor is he getting guys to chase it.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
A 2-1 offering. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
Let's go one more time, baby.
Now a snap throw to first. Just keeping him close. The 2-2. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. Kendrick back to Gonzalez, but it's a bit too late, and they'll settle for just the 1 out.
Now batting, a pitcher, Brandon Compton.
Brandon Compton will take a long look down here as he may be bunting to avoid the double play. First pitch coming. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with 1 gone as he puts this one down. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit.
And you wonder here if the problem is that the second baseman is a little late getting over to the bag. I'm not sure if that's it or not, but either way, if a guy's giving himself up, you have to get the out. I mean, that's just really poor fundamentals.
Starling Marte will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And a ball 1-0.
Need a base hit here.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. 1-0 on the way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that badly.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
3-2, here it is. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that's going to be a fair ball as Crawford scurries to get there. And this will find the wall now over near the 325 sign. And the runner will score from second. And he will score as well. And can you believe it? We are tied yet again.
So much for shortening up and putting the ball in play. This is a big swing right here with 2 strikes. And he's going to get rewarded for it if he drives in a couple of runs here on the double.
In now, Steve Lombardozzi. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a line drive. Foul. 1-1 pitch on the way. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. You guys surprised at all that that man doesn't have the bullpen going yet?
Well, he's showing a lot of faith in his starter, but to me, you've at least got to get someone stretching down there. Move him around a little bit.
Here's the lefties offering on 1 and 2. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through, a base hit. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And the go-ahead runs across to score from second as they take the lead 6-5.
Things are not going any better for him this inning either. That's 6 runs he's given up so far, and I don't think I've seen anything that tells me he's about to turn things around.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And now we see Dodgers manager Don Mattingly out of the dugout and on his way to the mound. And that's going to spell the end of the evening for Scott Kazmir. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Dustin McGowan is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Andrew McCutchen will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now the first pitch. Runner goes. There's a line drive, and he's swinging it as good as anyone, folks. The streak will continue. He's got a base hit. And he'll move up to 3rd now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Yeah, it's not too often that you'll see a first pitch hit and run, but it worked out here. Usually you see it when the batter's ahead in the count. 1-0, 2-1, sometimes even 1-1. But they roll the dice right away, and it pays off perfect.
Pedro Alvarez will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Here's the first offering. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Runners lead from 1st and 3rd. Here's the pitch. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Now a throw over to 1st, but the runner's back easily. Trouble spot here, the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. It's my number 7 hitter? Probably not.
3 runs already home here. Here comes the 3-0. And down to 1st goes Alvarez as that misses for ball 4.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. It's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Jordy Mercer will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Now here's the first pitch. And the McGowan fastball, good for strike one.
Yeah, definitely take it all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Pause, now the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Let's go, Pirates!
So 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Big pitch here, 1-2. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
The key here as a first baseman, you've got to be able to stay focused on the baseball, which is easy for me to say. I don't have half a bat heading my way, but that's a nice job down there to take this one in.
Standing in now, John Palmero, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
He's ready now, the pitch. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Pirates on top, 6-5. Yasiel Puig will come forward to lead things off here for the Dodgers, with Adrian Gonzalez due to hit next.
Yasiel Puig.
Now the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now here it comes. Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole, and that is through into right field for a single.
It's been a game of offense so far, so no surprise the leadoff man's on base again. So let's see what we've got in store for us this time around.
Adrian Gonzalez will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the first offering. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Another example there of a guy chasing after that first pitch and falling behind.
Yeah, and Matt, we've seen it time and time again. It is something that these guys just have to be more aware of. At this point, why would you even throw them a strike on the first pitch?
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
He's set, now the pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Andre Ethier will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time. First pitch coming. And easy to read the thought process here as he starts him out with a sinker below the knees, and it's 1-0. The next pitch. Now a ball hit back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Throw into third. And McCutchen won't get him. He's in there at third.
Well, this is just not hit all that hard, but you'll see it get by the mound and just out of the reach of the diving shortstop. Good effort, but this is a base hit.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And it's gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 5 on the year. And it's now an 8-6 ball game.
You know, it's just not that often that you're going to beat a guy like this around the yard the way they've done so far. I mean, he came into this game with an ERA in the 2s, but it's going to get up there after this shellacking.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Charlie Morton is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Here's Howie Kendrick as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. McCutchen is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Wow, that's dangerously close to being back-to-back home runs. This ball just didn't have enough carry to it, so winds up being a warning track out.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. Now a ball lined towards center field. And Rollins is aboard. It's a base hit.
Okay, take your time.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Stepping in now, Dustin McGowan. And right away he chases a fastball. Not the best effort there, and it's strike 1.
And even with 3 runs in here, that guy's still a threat to go at first. He may try and make this inning worse.
Comes set, now the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. On to Hart at first, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. Halfway home from PNC Park. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Pirates 6. Corey Hart will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And here's the first pitch. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Here it comes, 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. The 2-2 coming. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Tony Sanchez will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. First pitch on the way. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone.
I'll say this, he wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
1-0. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Up with it is Rollins. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. Gregory Polanco will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Oh, yeah.
The 1-0. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Adrian will put this one away without incident, and the inning is over. The dangerous Carl Crawford will get things started when we return. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Pirates 6. Fred Lincoln will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. And here is Carl Crawford now. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Now a ball sliced hard on the ground. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start an at-bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Into the box now, Justin Turner runs up to bunt, and he gets it down to the right side. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Well, I think this is going to wind up working pretty much like a sacrifice, but I don't think that's what he had in mind. This wasn't a show early and make sure you get it down kind of a bunt. He was trying to beat that one out, but a good throw is going to take care of him.
Yasiel Puig will try and keep it going. 3 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
From the stretch. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Oh, and he got a lot of this one. It's carrying deep to center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. Here comes Crawford around third. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Well, it is worth remembering that Puig actually had a 3-triple game back in July of 2014 against the Giants. Some might even say that it helped him get on the cover of a certain video game. But who am I to start those kind of rumors? And here he just uses that speed to help him wheel into third with a triple.
Here's Adrian now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
He's set, now the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss that time by Gonzalez. 2 strikes to him now. From the belt, the pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. The next 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
At the plate is Andre Ethier, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Men on third with 2 down. He waits, now the pitch. Now he turns on one and rips it down the line. Hart will take this one over to first, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Dodgers lead this one 9-6. Starling Marte will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates half of the 6th. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Fouled back. And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. The 0-2 once more. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Another 0-2 coming. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Here's the pitch. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the 2-2 offering. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
And that one misses. So the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
For as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hand any chance you get.
Steve Lombardozzi will step in, an RBI single this last time around. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. First offering on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1.
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
Throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Sticks with the fastball here as he forges ahead 0-2.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
He's ready now. The pitch hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. Now a throw over, back in standing. Now another 0-2. Here's a swing, and he saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
You want to see what a good hard slider can do when you get it in on the label? Here you go in show motion. That is effective pitching, let me tell you.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Now the 1-0. Marte off for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. So they get a runner into scoring position now at second following the 1-out stolen base. And you can see where he ranks on the Pirates team leaderboard. Currently tops on the ball club in that category. One on the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs to drive you in.
A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign, as it's now a 1-run ball game.
Pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Paco Rodriguez is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 75, Paco Rodriguez.
Pedro Alvarez will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. First pitch to him. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Now the pitch. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, number 10, shortstop,
Jordy Mercer will stand in. He popped out in his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Pirates 8. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Jared Hughes is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Yasmani Grandal will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. And that's in there for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And now a pitch on the way. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Howie Kendrick will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. First pitch coming. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1.
Turn 2 now, let's go.
Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there, on to Hart, and it's in time, a double play.
Well, that's how you pick up your defense right there. We let the leadoff man get on in an error. No big deal. I got this. He gets the double play ball on the next guy, and everything is forgotten. And now we start over.
2 gone, and Jimmy Rollins will dig in. He singled his last time around. First pitch coming. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The pitch. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
In the air, down the left field line and deep. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Well, pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. Chris Heisey will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away.
Don't let him score!
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. And now still not ready just yet as he steps out for a second time here. And now here's the third time he's stepped out. Talk about breaking up a guy's rhythm.
Come on, let's hold him!
Jock Peterson will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away.
Swing better!
And this will be fouled away. Has a look, now the pitch. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. Comes set, now the pitch. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. And he is out at the plate. Trying to extend the lead to 2. Instead, he's cut down, and the inning is over. Sergio Santos will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Sergio Santos.
John Palmero will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Right fielder, John Palmero.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. One, 2. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, I think he's upset here because that pitch has not been a strike all night. You'll see here on show track, it's still not a strike. He's got a definite gripe. I want to have a word or two myself.
In now, Corey Hart. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Here's a 1-0. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
Tony Sanchez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here's the first offering. This ball will be chopped foul. runner at first here, one man out. From the belt, kicks and deals. On the move is Hart. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And this will be in time as Hart will be caught stealing here at second.
This all gets back to footwork here. Catchers are usually not the fastest guys around, but the good ones do have one thing going for them, and that's a quick setup behind the plate. And this guy's dead to rights here.
Here's the 1-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and that will conclude matters here in the seventh. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Pirates 8. And Clint Hurdle's out to have a conference at home plate, so it appears we'll see a double switch here. Stolmy Pimentel will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Seventh spot, number 38, Stolmy Pimentel. Now playing first base and batting in the ninth spot,
Carl Crawford will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. Pitch on the way. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Now the 1-1. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And the 8th will start with a bang as this should be extra bases. And Crawford's in full gear now, heading for third. And he's going to get there as he starts out the 8th with a leadoff triple.
Both outfielders with a long run to try and get to this thing, but neither of them can get there as it's going to wind up one hopping the wall. That man decides he's going to turn it on and try and get to third. He'll do it easily.
Standing in now, Justin Turner, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one.
And the infield behind him has come in here, but I've got a feeling he's going to try to handle this one himself.
And with Adrian Gonzalez just around the corner, we'll see a lefty getting loose in the bullpen now. He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run game now.
Well, this is the drawback to bringing the infield in. If this ball's right at somebody, you can hold that runner at third. But if it's not, you open up some bigger holes out there. This ball's not hit incredibly hard, but finds one of those holes.
Antonio Bastardo is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. In now is Yasiel Puig, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Pause, now the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
The 1-1 home. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through for a base hit. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And stepping in now, the slugging first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. Now the first pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. From the stretch. Slider, and that's in there for strike two. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game. At the plate is Andre Ethier, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Scott Van Slyke will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
First and second now, one man out. He's set, now the pitch. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Here comes the 1-2. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here.
Well, this isn't going to go into the scorebook as an error, but it probably does cost him the double play. He was lucky to get a handle on that thing just in time to get the out at first.
Yasmani Grandal will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Now here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strike. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
1-0 pitch now. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
That is not good.
Here comes the 1-1. Bouncing ball back up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Only one in the inning here for the guys in blue. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Dodgers out in front, 10-8. Scott Van Slyke will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 33,
Sean Rodriguez will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
first baseman, Sean.
Now the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Now the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Just overmatched him there.
The 1-2. Now here's a swing and a fly ball out to center for the new man just inserted into the ball game. Van Slyke comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Starling Marte will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. First pitch coming. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Now here it comes. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And the pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Here comes a 1-2. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that ball is gone. Blasted into the bleachers in left. It's a solo shot for Starling Marte. Number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 1-run ball game.
He was making a concerted effort to keep the ball down against this guy, but you just can't keep it down forever, and he finally got a pitch he could handle.
second baseman, Steve Lombardozzi. Your attention, please. Now
And
pitching
we'll
for
have a
Los
new pitcher
Angeles,
here as the hard-throwing Brandon League enters the mix. Steve Lombardozzi will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Here's the first offering. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Here it comes. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Van Slyke is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Andrew McCutchen will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. And here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like he loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Ready now on 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Kendrick will make the play to retire the side. One for the Pirates, courtesy of this swing by Starling Marte. On to the 9th inning from PNC Park. And this is now a 10-9 ball game. John Holtzcomb will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Howie Kendrick will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2. Now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. Now a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Brendan League will indeed get a chance here as with 2 outs they decide not to burn a pinch hitter for him just yet. First pitch on the way. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. Throw in time and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers as they cling to a 10-9 advantage. Pedro Alvarez will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Now here's the first pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And Rollins will throw him out, 1 away.
with him in there trying to preserve a one-run lead, the first thing he wants to do, don't let that leadoff hitter get on base to start the inning. That's a nice way to approach it. Now he's just 2 outs away from wrapping this one up.
Jordy Mercer will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First offering on the way. Oh, he shoots this one on into center field for a base hit.
When that sinker's up, it flattens out. It becomes a very hittable pitch, and he squares this one up and rips it into center field.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. John Palmero will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. J.P. Howell will come on here hoping to get the final 2 outs and pick up the save.
J.P. Howell.
John Palmero will be the first to greet him here, as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. And now we'll just stare him down out there as he steps off and bluffs him back to first. Here's the first pitch to him. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. He waits. Now the pitch. And that misses 1-1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
Runners on first with 1 down. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There he goes. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. The tag at second from Rollins, and they got him.
I think this was a straight steal all the way. You can see he's got his head down, comes in with a head-first slide, but the throw is a strike to the shortstop covering, and a good tag at second cuts him down.
Two out, nobody on. Now the 1-2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Yeah, and that's a good job to come right out here and set the tempo for this series as they finish off a good road victory here in game 1.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but What the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
All right, everybody. Hope you appreciated that game. Dodger baseball. High output run game. It's nice to prevail on one of those. A lot of times it's like that, you don't end up on top. So appreciated my team's perseverance.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 10-9. Good night from Pittsburgh.